And I dug around and I dug around and I did, and I caught a fish each of the first 2 days on a primetime 2.0 Livingston. And were they good fish? Yes. They were about 3.5 pounders, which I had to have. If I hadn't had those two, I would not have made the cut. And the factor is that why they bit that 2.0 better, of course, I wanted the bigger body because actually the water here at Beaver this time was a little stained. It had some color in it. It was wind blown from time to time, so it got quite dirty. I wanted that bigger profile. I wanted that fat, big 2.0 body, and I wanted the square bill because I was fishing a lot shallower than I normally do here because of the off-colored water.
I caught a lot of my fish this week on a Livingston Primetime 2.0 coffin bill. And this coffin bill, I've ground the bill off of it. It was a circuit board lip, but I've ground it down to nothing, cranking it around these rocks.
This time we were faced with a little bit different situation, a little different challenge. We had a lot of dirty water, which as soon as I got here, I noticed the off color, and immediately my mind started racing about these rocks and the rock banks and just the way the Ozark Lakes lay out, including Beaver. It's one of the best there is for cranking. And the first thing I tied on was the 2.0 square bill. And I tied on the yellow crawl. The water was really off color. It was kind of milky colored. Sun was shining bright. The wind was blowing. And really caught them good on that bait. And as the tournament progressed, the lake cleared up. It got substantially clearer each day. Even those dirty parts cleaned up to where today, the final day, it was actually pretty clean most places I went. And I had to adjust throughout the week. I ended up catching most of my fish on the 2.0 coffin bill in Guntersville Crawl, and I think that color was the best just because it was a lot cleaner. That color's more natural to what the fish are actually eating, whereas the yellow crawl was better for those dirty water conditions, just so they could see it better. But as it got cleaner, the coffin bill in Guntersville Crawl was the best. I just think it was more of a presentation thing, just being natural color. But the EBS played a huge role in that bait, and there's no doubt about it. I went through all the sounds in practice, and absolutely the original sound was the very best. There's no doubt about it. The Primetime 2.0, the coffin bill and the square bill got me to the top 10 and got me a great finish today. It's fun to be able to use baits that get you top finishes year in and year out, and no matter where we go. I did it in Florida, the first tournament of the year. Here we are in Arkansas. We're in April. Fish are spawning, and I still caught them on it. It's been a lot of fun.